the girls. And then we had the Kondorsky girls who are runners. And when we were doing our running class a few weeks ago, one of the girls ran 7 miles to get to where to come to Harbor Light Photography for our meeting.
Wow, nice.
So she is showing how important running is and how fun it can be. And then she talked about why she runs. So instead of a mom always telling somebody, telling their girls to do something or it's right, they're hearing it from somebody that to them is more on their level.
Right, which makes a big difference.
It makes a huge difference. And sometimes even
Look
another...
Look at Marissa shaking her head.
Is that true, girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why does it make a difference to hear something from your peers as opposed to from your parents?
Well, because sometimes we can get really aggravated at our parents, and we never really think to listen to them. But from our peers, we are always talk to our peers, and we always look up to our peers, but we look up more to our parents. But the thing is that I feel, especially for me, I listen more to my peers than my parents because my parents are always there and my peers are not.
Yes.
I see. The good thing you're strong-willed.
Yes. And by having this group SWWAG, you have moms and daughters that have the same basic ideals as you do. So
Right.
you know that your girls are in a good group.
Right.
Because
so when they have overnights and all that kind of stuff.
Correct.
Right.
And you want your girls to be strong-willed because that will serve them well.
Yes.
It's just getting from now to age 18.
Amen. Yes.
Not that,
And
not that they're
even, I hate to say this, Lori, but it's going to be more like 23, 24.
Oh, gee. Okay, that was 5 to 6 more years,
Yeah,
Deb. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I hate to burst your bubble, but yeah, I thought 18 too, but that's not the magic
I
number.
thought you normally had a glass of wine here.
I do.
Oh,
I
okay. Maybe I need one after that. 6 more years.
I didn't know if you wanted one, so I didn't open a bottle. Usually I have one.
That's okay.
Are you okay?
I took a deep breath.
You need
I'm
a
doing
bottle
good.
of water, maybe?
I'm doing good.
So why do you think it's important to hang around your peers and have your mom know them? Why do you think that's important?
Well, I know a lot of people that are involved in drama or think their parents aren't cool enough to talk to. And so I know...
You don't mean drama club. You mean they're full of drama.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I think they obviously are going to listen to their friends a lot more than their parents because, their parents they will say their parents are old or old-fashioned, but their friends are their age and think like they do. But I think it's important for their parent or for, my parents to know who my friends are because obviously they're going to tell me, oh, they're not going to, friends don't always stick around or they're full of drama. You're not going to listen to them, and then you'll realize it one day.
Yeah, and your parents are always going to be there and love you no
Yeah.
matter what. That's very true. See, she already knows.
Yes, she does. We have a very tight-knit family. We have a very good friend of ours, coined the phrase the Carroll way. There's the 6 of us, and if we get a kayak, we get 6 kayaks because we're all going kayaking.
Yeah,
or
that's true.
we get golf clubs, then we're all getting golf clubs, and we're all going golfing. We're running an inflatable 5K at SVSU the first Saturday in April, and we're all 6 of us are running.
Excellent.
So we do a lot together as a family, but I think as parents, we made that choice that's more important than having a great social life and going out with friends. That will come later, but right now our focus is enjoying that time with the kids because as we already know with our son, that time
Goes way too
it
fast.
goes way too fast, absolutely. And we want to cherish all that time. And that gives them a strong foundation and makes sure they have the ability to make good choices. I don't want to make their choices for them, but I want to give them the building blocks and the foundation to be strong-willed and make the good decisions that I know that they can make. But I also want to let them, if they are going to make a mistake, they need to make that mistake, own up to it, work through it, and I'll, as parents, we are there to help them, but I don't want to be there to fix it because they need to know how to do that. So we're going to have, in April, a class called Digital Drama. So the moms and daughters are getting
There's a lot of that going around.
Oh, my goodness. And I don't think most of the parents realize what's going on. There are things that my daughter was telling me just recently that I could not believe were being said in social media. Things that where people are talking about somebody's weight or...
Oh, dear, like bullying about weight? Oh, dear.
Yes, saying negative things, and because she is very strong-willed, and we have taught her very young, you ignore that stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's still not easy.
Right, right.
But there are
especially at that influential age.
Oh, absolutely.
That matters so much.
And it's not true. And you don't need to hear that. But kids aren't learning to not say those things either. The parents aren't. I'm not necessarily saying you have to monitor every single thing that they do, but maybe have somebody older that you know. We have my son's friends that are friends with them on their social media sites. So if there is something that they see that's a little out of sorts, then somebody's letting us know. So
nice.
Maybe it's not necessarily that we're the ones watching, but we have a great group that cares and watches out for each other, and I think that's important. So that strong,
it is.
That SWWaG again comes into play because maybe one of their friends will tell their mom, "Hey, one of the girls is saying this. What do you think about that?" And then we can work on it and address it.
That actually just happened to a friend of mine's daughters. She has 4 girls, and the one saw something that was being posted on the other one's a conversation that should not have been taking place.
Right.
And that got nipped in the bud. Had she not seen that, wow, it's so sad that you have to be that careful.
Yes.
It really is. And it's so sad that we have to protect our children like that. But we do. We
do. And there are programs out there, and you and I have recently spoke about one. They're there to protect the kids, and it's called OK to Say is one of them. But when other students take that and abuse the OK to Say, they're doing it to get somebody in trouble. They're not doing it for the right reasons. It can go it can spiral out of hand, and then when somebody really does need it, maybe it's not looked at as seriously.
See, that's too bad, isn't it?
It is. It is too bad.
Makes me mad when people ruin good things like that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because it's a great program. It's a fantastic program. But if you're not make sure you're using these programs for the right reasons.
Right, right. And make sure that your kids are using them for the right reasons.
Yes.
And monitor. And do you have a phone? That's your phone?
I do.
And how old are you?
I'm 10.
And how old were you when you got that phone?
About...
No, she was 9.
I was about 9.
And does she respect that phone and take care of it?
Yes, I pay for it with my own money.
You do?
I saved up. It was about $250, and I paid for it by myself. So.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. What about you? Do you have a phone?
Yeah.
Did you pay for yours?
I did not, because my phone was just passed down to me because my sister's phone broke, and
so you inherited
we just
it.
Passed all of our phones down.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
We did that with bicycles when I was.
And we do pass things down, but if the girls feel that that is an outdated phone, or they need something different, then they have to pay for that. We will offer what we hand down.
Right.
And Nora felt very strongly that she needed a different phone than what was available. And all of the kids work. We own Harbor Light Photography, and it is nothing to see all of us, all 6 of us, working an event.
Nice.
So we do school pictures, and all 6 of us will be there. Nora has even told seniors in high school that they had to go back and get something, and he got mad, and she just calmly looked at him and put his card back and said, when you come back with everything you need, then you can have your card. And
Nora.
And
she was 9.
That's so funny.
That's strong will.
Yeah, that is strong will. So you're not afraid, are you?
No.
But you know you also have rules, don't you?
Yes, I do.
And why do you think it's important to stick to the rules that your parents give you?
Because if you go out of the boundary of the rules, I feel as if I'd get in more trouble than I'd usually do. Because
that's true. That's a true statement.
Because,
I like the usual part.
Yes.
Because if I go out of the boundaries, I get in a lot of trouble, and I feel as if I'm letting my parents down. And so I don't want to do that, so I stay in my boundaries, my rules. And I also think it's good to have rules because then you just go in free, and it's bad because something can happen to you, and you just don't want that.
It's kind of better to have rules because at least you know what you're going to get in trouble for.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Well, imagine a life without rules. Can you imagine if there were no stoplights?
Chaos. It would be.
Signs?
There'd
be so many
Oh,
accidents.
it would be nutso. What about you, Marissa? How do you feel about having rules? And how old are you?
I'm 15 at the moment.
When's your birthday?
November 9th.
She's doing the
soon
16
to be
countdown.
16.
Yeah.
Yes. Your birthday's like 11 days after mine.
Is it really? We'll have to go out and celebrate.
I think so. Maybe you can drive me around.
That's a good one.
So why do you think it's important to stick to the rules? And do you like having rules?
I like having rules to a certain extent. I don't really like strict rules. Like my parents' rules are reasonable. Yeah, they aren't too strict, but you know, we've grown up with the right rules, I think, and they have been great parents. And like you said, if there's no rules, it'd all be chaos, and I think that'd be awful.
Yeah, and you wouldn't know what you were going to get in trouble for doing. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun because then you'd be like really timid about even doing anything. Well, are they going to get mad at this? Because you never know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So what are you looking forward to the most besides driving about being 16?
Besides driving, I don't know. Sweet 16, Nora said. Working, I think. Like I work for my dad right now because he lives down the road, or we live.
He lives at the studio.
We live down the road from Harbor Light Photography, so it's easy for me to get there and work. But I am excited to go find a different job because I think it's important to have the work experience out of the family business because, I mean, the rules and my expectations aren't as high as other employees because I'm a daughter. So.
And she thinks that, but sometimes I think in a family business, you put higher expectations on your own children. They just don't realize that they live up to those very well.
I grew up in a family business too, and I couldn't wait to leave that family business until I left that family business.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to find out for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't do it, you'll
sure.
always wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so you have
for
to
sure.
do it, right? And you have a really good support system.
Yes, I do.
Right. So,
Yeah.
So when you do get a job outside of the family business, what would you like it to be?
I don't know. I know today we went to Panera Bread, and I told my mom I'm going to work there because I love it so much.
It is so good.
It is
I
so
love
good.
Panera.
Yeah.
There we gave a shout out to Panera. Very good. So that would be fun. That would be a fun job, I think. Good. Didn't you just win some type of photo competition?
I did.
How was that? Tell us about that.
I won I was in the Next Generation category, and I won Best of Show.